%90 of all stop and searches result in no arrest. This is because 90% of the time, the police misuse their search powers as a screening process, stopping people at will to find out if they're breaking the law.
What? I'll give you up. I want your details now.
Lock me up for what?
Give me your details.
Lock me up for what?
Give me your details.
Lock me up for what?
Give me your details.
Lock me up for what?
Give me your details.
Lock me up for what?
Just give me your details.
Listen.
Give me your details, and then you can go.
I am
You're the one
recording
that's
this,
stopping
by the way, as well.
That's fine. All I'm asking is for your details.
What do you want my details for?
Because
At
then I
the
can
end
run
of
you
the day,
through.
all I'm doing
then
is
I can
knocking
run
on
you
some-
through and let you on your way.
All I'm doing is
I've
knocking on
explained why you're being
somebody's door.
stopped.
All I'm doing is knocking
I've
on
explained why you're being
somebody's door.
stopped. Give me your details.
Police have no powers to detain you, just to ask questions. The only time you're obliged to give the police your name and address is when they make it clear they intend to report you for a named offence.
Clown.
What's your details?
What do you want? Are you a robot, you? What's
No.
your details? What's your details?
No. Are you a muppet? No. We're both. Just act.
No, you're not
Act
stopping
like an
anybody.
adult.
You've seen me, yeah, knocking
Act
on
adult.
somebody's
Look,
door.
mate, I
and
don't
all
even
you
know
wanna
you from
do-
Adam. I don't know you from Adam.
It's a task area. You're a pair of clowns, man.
Well, what's your details then?
What do you then?
Yeah.
What do you mean, what's your details?
I still need your details.
Why? Why
Because
do you
I'm
need
going
my
to search you and I need
details?
to record your
I've
details.
just shown you what I've got in my pockets.
Yeah, I still need your details.
Police powers of stop and search of pedestrians are provided by sections 1 to 3 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act. These powers can only be used when the police have reasonable grounds for suspecting that they'll find stolen or prohibited articles on a person. They cannot stop you simply to find reasons to search you. Police codes of practice state there is no power to stop or detain a person in order to find grounds for a search. If the police stop you in the street without stating a reasonable suspicion that you're carrying something illicit, they cannot prevent you from leaving. Any attempt at doing so becomes assault, battery, and false imprisonment.
What's your name? What's your name, dickhead?
My name's PC Andrew.
PC Andrew what?
That is my surname.
And what's your first name for the record, please?
Need it? There's my caller number.
Here's the moron's number.
Yeah. So
So,
you're going to give me your details?
why should I give my details?
Because I'm stopping you and I'm going to be searching you.
Well, I've just emptied my pockets for you, but you didn't seem to be paying no mind to what's in my pockets.
Because I'm getting your details first before I go any further.
Pace Code A. For the purposes of completing the search record, there is no requirement to record the name, address, and date of birth of the person searched.
Why?
Because I'm going to search you and I need your details
So why
to
do you need
record
my
your
details to search me?
Because you need the details for your search.
Why?
Because you are entitled to a copy of a search record for the next 6 months.
I'm
Therefore, it needs to be
entitled.
recorded
I'm
at the
entitled
police
to go
station.
about my business unmolested.
Right. I need your details because
I'm
of the
entitled to
situation.
go about my business
I
unmolested.
still need the details.
Why do you need my details?
I've already
My
explained your
details
details.
are irrelevant. If you want to search me, search me.
I still
If
need
you're not
details
going to
for the
search
search.
me, let me go.
If you'd give me your details, you'd have been off on your way, wouldn't you?
And if this cop had let him go, then he wouldn't have been sued. Because I brought a claim against West Yorkshire Police on the cameraman's behalf for false imprisonment, assault and battery. Aggravated assault, in fact, because Andrews can be seen with his finger on his parva spray in his bid to bully a name out of someone who rightfully refused to give it. The battery occurred the moment the cop conducted the illegal search.
So what now? Where do we go from here? I don't need to jump in there. If you want to search me, you can search me. I'm not getting in there. If you want to search me, search me.
Just give the phone to me.
No, I'm holding my phone.
Even in the face of this video evidence, the police denied what happened, lying being as natural to the police as breathing. Police lawyers, on the other hand, put up no challenge and paid out swiftly. But if the claimant hadn't filmed his encounter, then police fiction would have prevailed.
What is my name? What is my name? See you later on.
This next video shows how vindictive cops use stop and search as a way of punishing people they've taken offence to. And when they can't think up grounds for a search, they'll abuse anti-terrorism laws instead.
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Hello, you're fine?
Yes.
Yeah, do you want to put that down for a second?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, now you stop me, I'm filming for my safety. Okay, because I'm interested in the police and I like to video call the police officers.
Sir,
Yes?
put it down for a minute.
No?
You're outside a stadium, okay?
Okay.
And we need to make sure that there's a reason why you're filming. So what's the reason?
Good question, I have an interest in the police.
Huh?
I have an interest in the police.
But we weren't driving up here before you were filming, were we?
I don't remember. It's on my camera.
Okay. Well, what I suggest is, what's with the high-vis jacket?
Good question. That's because I'm meeting a friend, possibly. I've told him I'll be wearing it.
Okay. I'm not too... What are you doing in this area? Have you got tickets to the match?
No comment.
No comment.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
I'm Lizzie, this is Gemma.
Okay.
We are a little bit concerned as to why you're here. It's quite a sensitive area and there is an event going on in the stadium today. Obviously you're standing here with your camera on and you're filming people and you can't really give us a real reason as to why you're doing that.
Correct.
Because, pardon?
Correct.
I know you don't have to give us a reason, but then I think we feel that we want to search you for anything that might be on you that we think is inappropriate. Do you understand that?
Yeah, but I'd like to give me all a go wisely.
Yeah, of course you will get go wisely. We're going to search you under Section 47A, 3, Section 3 of the Terrorism Act. You have a large bag on you. I'm PC Hopkins from Wembley Police Station. This is PC Howell from Wembley Police Station. I'm searching you because you are in an area that is sensitive today. We've got a lot of people here. It's a stadium. You can see my name. Oh, no, my name.
I can see your number, 759QK.
759QK.
283QK.
Yeah. So at this moment in time, you are detained for a search. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So can you pop that down for me for a second?
No, can't.
You can't. Okay. So you're going to make this a little bit difficult for us.
Yes.
Okay. Brilliant. Right. Well, I'm going to take your bag off you.
I'll take it off myself, that's okay.
Thank you. You do that. Have you got any identification on you?
No comment.
Have you got anything that might harm me
I'll take my
or my
high-vis
colleague
off
while we
first.
do this?
This officer has got her search powers back to front. She should have stated what it is she expects to find on this gentleman to justify a search. Instead, she intends to search him to see if she can find a reasonable suspicion she should already have.
If we feel it's a little bit, you know, with what's going on in the world these days.
Suspicious?
Did I use the word suspicious? I felt it was unusual.
No, that's what I've inferred because you're detaining me for a search. So you do require reasonable suspicion for that, do you not?
Yeah, of course I do.
Unless Section 60 is in this area, which it isn't.
No, it isn't at the moment, but I didn't use Section 60. I've used
That's
Section
correct.
47A3 of the Terrorism Act for pedestrians.
Well, if she's using Section 47A of the Terrorism Act, then she's doing it illegally. Although paragraph 3 does authorise a constable in uniform to stop a pedestrian and search them, she clearly missed paragraph 1, which states that 47A requires the written authorisation from a senior police officer before it can be enforced. Schedule 6B also states that this authority includes notifying the Secretary of State and producing a written statement upon request that Section 47A is in force at that location and at that time.
Terrorism, 47A3 pedestrians.
Okay,
And that'll be
thanks.
our reasoning for that. Okay?
Okay.
It's not Section 1, not Section 23, nothing like that.
Okay, thanks.
Section 47.
3.
3. Section 47A3.
Yes.
You've got that enough on camera?
Yes, I have.
Yeah?
Thank you.
You're not in a vehicle, so it's not 2.
Yes.
And you're not an occupant in a vehicle, so you're
Correct.
not 2 as well.
And you're not a senior officer, so what you're doing is talking crap. She's also committing the holy trinity of false arrest, which is assault, battery and false imprisonment. Even if the police don't touch you when unlawfully detaining you, they have assaulted you. This is because under civil law, assault is defined as when a person believes that physical contact is imminent, but none is made. This can happen when the police make it clear by their actions or words that you'll be physically stopped if you attempt to leave. In turn, assault automatically gives rise to false imprisonment because restraint on movement in the street by threat of force that intimidates someone into complying is false imprisonment. This last video is the motherlode of cop stupidity. It stars a policeman so ignorant of the most basic of civil rights, it makes you wonder if he's not an escaped mental patient wearing fancy dress.
What are we actually filming, sir?
Just areas.
Right.
Why?
You recording at the moment?
Yeah.
It's a police station, so and obviously with terrorism and stuff, we also have to be concerned with why you're filming.
Yeah.
What are you recording?
Stuff.
And what are you recording it for?
Purpose.
For what purpose?
My purpose.
And what is that, sir?
It's personal use.
Can you give me the details?
Am I obliged to?
Yeah.
Under what law?
At the moment.
Have I committed a crime?
Right, at the moment.
Have I committed a crime?
At the moment, I'm concerned you may be involved in terrorism.
You
or
think
some
I'm a
other
terrorist? I'll
offence.
behave. Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
Let me speak to you.
Am I being
Let me
detained?
speak to you.
Am I being detained?
At this stage, I'm speaking to you.
Am I being detained?
You may be if you continue.
Am
this.
I being detained?
You may be at this
Am I
stage.
being detained?
You may be.
No, you upset him. Am I being detained?
Well,
Am I being detained? Simple question, yes or no. I'm asking if I'm being detained.
What I'm saying to you-
Well, I'm going to walk away then.
Right, sir.
If you can't answer my question, I'm walking away.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you for the purpose of a search at this stage.
No, thank you. I don't consent to a search. Don't assault me. What are you doing?
I'm detaining
What are you
you for
doing?
the purpose of a search.
What are you doing?
All right? At this
What
stage,
are you doing?
at this stage, I'm going to detain you for the purpose of search. That's under
What
section
for
1
what?
case.
What are you putting handcuffs on me for?
Searcher.
Right, this
What
is
for?
Let's go on to the front for us.
section 1 case, sir. Basically, you're in the police station. You can't account for your moves. You're filming.
I don't need
With
to.
what's happening at RAF Mara, I'm
I
regret
don't
against
need
officers. I'm concerned you may have articles
just
on
don't
you.
do
that
it.
you're using.
Articles on me.
There's a major terrorism threat and
I
allegations.
tell you what, who do I complain to?
You can complain to the superintendent.
Who? Where's he? Can I have a supervisor in now, please?
Even if this officer did have reasonable grounds for a search, which he doesn't, his method of search is unlawful. Prior to searching any suspect on the street, the officer must follow PACE procedure and state his name, police station he's attached to, object of the search, grounds for search, and entitlement to a record of the search. Failure to comply with these requirements of Section 2.3 renders any subsequent search unlawful.
What's that got to do with me?
There's a similar threat against police officers.
What is?
There's a similar threat against police officers. People
Behave
may be
yourself.
causing issues at police
Tell you what,
stations.
you three are getting. I want numbers. What's your badge number, please? Your name.
4057, sir.
And your name, please.
I'm just searching.
And your
sir.
name, please.
It's McCarthy.
And your name,
What
please.
is your name, sir?
It's none of your business.
Okay, you've got the right not to give your name at this stage. If you
Your
don't
name,
want
number,
to.
please.
Sergeant said, alright?
Don't worry, mate. They'll be getting in trouble, not me.
The object of search is trying to locate anything.
No, it's not.
Section
No, it's
1
not.
police
You're
equivalent
talking rubbish. You're just
tax.
illegally searching me and illegally detaining
We're
me.
concerned
No,
with
you're
the
illegally
police
detaining me.
station.
You are illegally detaining me.
Detained under
No,
Section
no,
1
no,
police
no.
Act
Don't give me that
1984.
rubbish. I look like a terrorist. Is that what you're saying? Because I've got a camera.
you're filming
Because
a
I have a
police
camera. So if I film Argos, am I going to bomb it?
I don't know, sir.
Am I? Would you come to me then? No. You're full of crap.
The man detained in this video told me that he hired a no-win, no-fee lawyer to sue the force concerned. However, they threw the towel in the moment the police denied liability. A fairly typical outcome from no-win, no-fee lawyers who know nothing about civil rights and send out bulk claims in the hope someone will admit liability. If a lawyer can't claim off the back of this, they must be hopeless. Perhaps they should familiarise themselves with Article 5 of the ECHR, which states, "Everyone has the right to liberty and security of person. No one should be deprived of his liberty, save in the following cases, in accordance with a procedure prescribed by law." Further to this, Article 5.5 states, "Everyone who's been the victim of arrest or detention in contravention of the provisions of this article shall have an enforceable right to compensation." Incidentally, the police aren't the focus of terrorist attacks and never have been. We are. Unfortunately, members of the public don't have the power to go around filling up whoever we want in the name of our own protection. But then again, neither do the police. But if you are a police officer and you're looking for a reasonable suspicion that somebody is a terrorist, I suggest you stop aiming for this and start aiming for this. For advice and help on police matters, then please visit crimebudge.com, where you can find articles, resources and downloads to help protect you from them.